Okay guys, so we're working on the golf cart today. Gonna be replacing the rear lift springs in it. So if you look at my cart, you can see that it's leaning like this, okay? It does have at least a 3-inch lift, I think. I'm not too sure it came like this. Yeah, it has a flip kit in the rear, and the leaf springs, I think, are original. Also got some new tires for it. So if you're into golf carts, you know, you're gonna wanna lift it, throw some tires on it. These are some ones I picked up on Amazon. They were $200 for a set of 4. And we're looking at some 2210 10s, okay? So the rims I have on here now are 10s. A lot of people go to the bigger ones. I kind of wanted to do big sidewalls with my cart, keep the rims. Right now, the tire size on here is a 205 65 10. And if we roll this up to here, these are supposed to be a little bit bigger by at least an inch. So we'll see what happens when I mount them and blow them up. They're definitely wider. If we look at it right now, they're barely taller, but it's definitely going to be a little bit bigger. It should give it a different look. Hope it's pretty cool. The tread, as you can see, is like an all-terrain tread. I didn't want anything loud. I didn't want it to just rumble down the road. This thing's never really like, it's a golf cart. It doesn't need to be, you know, it's not four-wheel drive or anything, but it's definitely a fatter tire, so it should give it a different look. Now the front of this cart is leaf springs too, and I don't know if it's sagging in the front, but I did measurements, and most of it's coming from this corner here. So I think once we fix this, it should get better. But hopefully you can see that. It looks really bad when you're going down the road, and it's just like boop. So this is a leaf spring set I got on Amazon. They were $89. Comes with U-bolts and things. I don't know if I'm gonna end up using these. And the box is damaged because it just got damaged in shipping. So hopefully everything's in here. I think this was supposed to come with bushings also, but if they're not in here, I have a whole bushing kit there. It was really cheap. The bushing kit I think was like 16 or 12 bucks. Yeah, there's the bushings here. It does come with the bushings. Little bitty leaf springs. Used to working on cars where everything's big and gigantic. This is really nice. It's going to will be spring. So these are supposed to be more heavy duty. So when you have people sitting in the back, so it doesn't sag. Okay, so I think there's an extra plate in this, so it can handle it, the weight. And you can see there's no bushings in them. Here are the bushings here, and here's the bushing kits. So I got these bushings because where these mount in the rear, there's actually a shackle, and there's the bushings that go in the top shackle. I'm pretty sure they're bad too, so I need some more bushings, and I'll get everything I need out of this kit here, because this is a whole bunch of black bushings to replace everything. I'll definitely have some extra ones. We'll get to that. All right, and we're gonna be using some new flashlights in the video. All right, some work lights I got from Woobin. All right, they wanted me to make a video on some of their flashlights. We got the X2 Pro. Has a side work light and a front light here. This is some pretty cool stuff right here, okay? Then you can go with the side mode here. The bottom is magnetic too, so. I don't really know what you need the colors for, but if you need colors, it's got colors. Oh, there you go, side light. Side light's crazy bright. You can turn it down. Whew. But yeah, we're gonna be using this. This is the, what is it, X2 Pro UV version. It has a UV light in it over here. Same thing, magnetic. And then this guy here, this one they haven't even released yet, but this is the G5, and it's basically just a side light, okay? This little piece right here. This is kind of cool because it has this clip that you can move around and clip it to your hat, to your shirt pocket, to your pants, to your dog, to anything, right? And it is magnetic also. So we're gonna be using that under the cart. These are gonna be handy. They are all rechargeable, and they are waterproof to a certain degree. I don't remember what degree they are. What does it say here? The G5 might not be very waterproof. I don't think it is because it has this sliding door. Yeah, so these two here are waterproof. They are waterproof IP68. That's the level, and we're talking about runtime 90 hours, 1500 lumens, and the little baby guy 400 lumens, 65 hours. It's pretty darn good. So we'll be using these under the cart. So I got it up on stands, and ever since I did the lithium battery conversion, which took 400 pounds out of this cart, it's crazy light now. Look at this. This is wild. I'm thinking that I should use 4 jack stands, maybe, because this is really unsafe. I don't want it rolling into my garage door. I'll just use the tires. These things are actually really heavy, so I'll just go put this in front of here like so. So here's our new leaf spring. Just want to make sure we kind of got the same thing going on before we take anything apart. And it looks like what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is probably an aftermarket leaf spring here, but it is worn out. Okay, so these U-bolts are going to be 17s. Mine are in really good shape. They're not rusted or anything, so I'm probably just going to reuse them. No, I'm going to go and get the jack and put it underneath all this so it doesn't fall on my foot. So yeah, so here you can see this is where a bunch of my noise is coming from, because the bushing in here is completely gone. Okay, let's move that out of the way. So we're gonna go after the more difficult side. This side's more difficult because where the bolt's located over here, it's not in a very good, friendly spot. None of this stuff is extremely tight. It's like, it's all super hand tight. All right, get that out. Oh, somebody's been in here. Alright, so it feels like it's a little, there is a little sleeve in here with no bushing. Here's bushing coming out there. So, alright. Come up like that, and we're gonna have to probably hammer off this bracket here. Okay. All right, so here's our old one. See how the bushings are popping out of it. This one has a sleeve in it. This one back here doesn't. I'm not too sure why. I guess the bolts are different sizes. So this bolt acts as the sleeve. That would explain why that one's not that tight. Okay. Silicone paste. Bushings. Check out this leaf spring. You see how flat this is? You can see how it actually has a bend. It's bent up right here. You can see this one is curved. So this is definitely needed to be done. You can see how big of a difference that is. Wow. Yeah, these are totally worn out. So all these are the same, I'm pretty sure. I am going to use bushings that came with this, with the springs, just in case they're a different diameter or whatever. Here they are. Let's make sure this fits on here. I don't have to do anything to it. It's gonna go. This is where the issue might be, is this hole here. Might have to enlarge this hole. Okay. Perfect. All right. So that's gonna go like that. Here are our bushings. Bushes. Okay. Some of these guys here, we'll need one of these. Okay, so this is gonna go here like this. What we're gonna do is use a little bit of silicone paste on some of this. Oh, silicone paste is a little drippy. A little bit here. Just pop that guy in there, boop, like that. So silicone won't eat up this rubber, okay? These back here, these are supposed to be, let's see, I think these are a polyurethane. Yeah, these are poly, and these are actually rubber. Okay, so we're just gonna put the rubber ones in. Sleeve goes in. Like that. All right, good to go there. Then we can go ahead and put these back on. And there probably should be washers on these, but there's not, so. So I just want these snug so I can keep it like that. All right, doing good, looking good. Come back over here. Get you back down in there like that. And then we're gonna need some bushings up in here. This is what we're gonna use our kit for. These poly guys, put a little bit of juice on that. Go into the back, slide it in. Front's here. Slide it in. All right. And new pin. Slides right in, no problem. We get our bolt here. There we go. That looks better. And then this guy here is gonna be kind of a booger. I have a feeling. And all these holes right here are gonna need to line up to be able to put where all the U-bolts go. So like this, and they fall through down like that. All right, so the U-bolts, you want to tighten them up as evenly as possible. Now, I don't know the torque on these, but you're gonna want to go back, hand tighten those, make sure they're nice and tight. Okay, with it on the ground, it looks like it took most of the lean out. Looks pretty good. It still needs to settle. It's only been on the ground for like a minute. But the front springs might be a little saggy too. They are pretty old, but the back definitely does look a little better. I need to measure it with a tape measure. But we'll go put some tires on. Well, I got the tire mounted up today. I didn't really go over them too much in the beginning of the video, so we'll go and talk about that right now. They're Timberwolves GTW all-terrains, and the size is a 22-10-10. Okay, so it's a 10-inch rim. And my old tire here is a 205/65/10, which is a 20.5 by 8. Okay, and you can kind of see the difference here. Now that the other one's blown up, on how much bigger it is. It's actually quite a bit bigger. I mean, it didn't look like that when they weren't inflated, but this thing is massive now. All right, it's not really massive, but it is bigger. Okay, it's at least 1.5 inches taller and 2 inches wider, which, yeah. Okay, so I got 3 already on the cart. The cart looks good. Looks real good. All right. So hopefully that shows up. It's on camera, but there we go. Looks pretty darn good. Okay, so I get these mounted up, and yeah, I did get them on Amazon. They were $199, $200 shipped. Okay, and I got them like in 3 days. They were super quick. Okay, so if you want to get a pair, I'll leave the link down in the description box. And yeah, these are like quite heavier than these. Okay, than this guy here. This is an Ocelot tire, I think. The other 3 I didn't even bring home because they were so old. This is actually a pretty new tire. I think I've had it for like 2 years maybe. But yeah, you can tell this one definitely a 4-ply tire. You're gonna be able to go, and it's gonna be able to handle all kinds of like speed and terrain compared to just regular golf cart tires. Pretty cool, pretty good looking. I thought it was actually gonna be flatter than this round profile, but that might change with some air pressure. Right now there's 25 PSI in here. I don't know if that's too much. Maximum load, 14 PSI cold, so maybe that's a little too much. That's what it says on here. Do not inflate past 36. And seating bead. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. If you guys know what PSI I should run in a golf cart tire, let me know. I know with these guys I was running like 30. But they don't stick out too bad. They don't rub at all. I don't know what offset my rim is, but it is correcto. Get this on here. Yeah, looks like they kind of stick out a little bit. Might want to do some flares next. That might be on the list of things to do. I know when I drove this thing in the rain and the snow, it gets all over the cart. It gets super dirty. So, might want to do that next. All right. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, that's pretty much it for this video here. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button for me, or leave me a comment if you could. And if you want to see more golf cart content, just let me know. I'll try to do some things. If you have any ideas, I'll be more than happy to throw some money at this and do some things to it. I already did the lithium conversion on it, so if you haven't seen that video, I'll have it linked. But yeah, you guys take care, safe, have a great weekend.